G'day guys, thanks for watching. Well, I'm in Vũng Tàu and I'm just about to go and have lunch. So I'm going to take you to a great little place that I think you should check out the next time you're in town. After that, we're going to go around to Long Hai. It's about 20 or 30 kilometers away where we're going to stay the night. Tomorrow, we're going to get back on the bike again and head further up the coast to the quaint little fishing village of Luggy. We're going to spend a night there before heading further up the coast to Mũi Né, where we're going to stay for 2 nights before we put the motorbike on the train back to Saigon. And we're going to be on that train as well. Let's see how all that turns out. Righto then, let's get into it. But before we get stuck into some lunch, I'm keen to show you some of the development that's been going on here at Back Beach the past couple of years. Like this gigantic set of ethereal looking columns rising up out of the ground. But more on that in a sec. So for as long as I can remember, right along this pretty stunning stretch of public beach, I've got to say, there were ramshackle establishments that for decades had taken over the foreshore and had become an eyesore. Not to mention an obstacle to the public who just wanted to come down for a morning bath or a relaxing swim to cool off in the Arvo. Back in 2024, a bold transformation began. Bulldozers moved in and levelled the place, making way for this redevelopment that you can see here, which includes these walkways and parks above ground, but also underground facilities with toilets, change rooms, lockers and free showers. And this is the striking Tam Tung Tower, the centrepiece of this whole development. And I've got to say, it's pretty damn impressive. Okay guys, this is really impressive. I've seen it on social media just about everywhere, and to come and see it in person is really cool. I love it. I don't really know what it is. I'm guessing, looking at the sun shining on it at the moment, those sort of top golden parts there, they almost look like angels. And also it kind of looks almost like a church, doesn't it? So perhaps it gives a nod to the deep Catholic roots that are here in Vũng Tàu, but also kind of sandcastles built into it as well. So this kind of lovely mix between sort of religion and the beach that kind of signifies Vũng Tàu. It's quite impressive, and I bet it's even better at night. Yeah, so this isn't the traditional kind of installation you come across every day in Vietnam. And I just think it fits really well into the visual landscape without ruining it, like pieces of public art sometimes can. There are 143 of these reinforced concrete columns, ranging in height from about 4.5 metres to over a whopping 34 metres. And they're arranged in ascending order, pointing out towards the sea. And as you can see, they also offer some shade and create a cooling effect from the strong onshore winds that are characteristic to this beach at this time of year. Now it seems I was a bit off the mark with my guess as to what this thing is. Apparently it represents the prows of 3 boats surging out to sea in the spirit of venturing outward, and gives a nod to Vũng Tau's maritime heritage, back when it emerged out of the 3 fishing villages that were here back in the early 1800s. Well, I was at least half right, wasn't I? The pillars are covered in a mosaic of ceramic tiles that sparkle in the daylight, and are lit up with colourful LED lights at night, creating a glowing, dynamic display that changes colours. Something I'll have to come back and see on my next visit. I really like it. I like the texture of the tiles here. It's really cool. It's so much better in person than online even. So yeah, it's really cool. I'm glad I've come to see it. Look at that. Now, if it's the beach, fishing and Catholicism that define what's at the core of life in Vũng Tàu, then these tasty little babies must surely be right up there with them too. These are Banh Khot, and I guess you could argue they're Vũng Tau's own dish. I don't know if they were invented here because there are other versions in Vietnam and abroad, but when you mention Vũng Tàu, this is what comes to mind. And Mal and I have just happened to come across this place not far from the beach. You got to love this. That's a little bit unique about this place as well. You get to drive in straight down the end there. It's pretty cool. These bite-sized little rippers are made from rice flour batter, infused with some creamy coconut milk and a pinch of turmeric for that vibrant yellow hue that's characteristic of this much-loved dish. Nhìn nhón. Cái này là ruốc. Yeah. Okay, so this here is like the really baby shrimp that you see around, and they just obviously grind it up into like a little powder that gets sprinkled around on the top of the dish. It looks a little bit like chili powder, but it's not. This one is my favourite. Cái này là nahon. Yeah, I love these. And there's the plump little shrimp. Lovely. And then over to here. They're fried in these large moulded trays so that the team here can pump out heaps to meet the lunch crush every day. Banh Khot sometimes tend to have thicker bases and are fluffier inside, making them quite filling. However, these ones are the crispiest I've come across and quite possibly the best I've had in Vũng Tàu yet. I wonder if he's going to pour out the exact amount. Wow, great. These ones are ready. So he doesn't really treat them delicately, does he? Just nicely fried up. Look at that, golden brown.
Where are you from?
Huh?
Where are you from?
I'm from Australia.
No,
Where are you from?
we're Vietnamese.
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 Vũng Tàu.
How old are you?
Where ở đâu?
Ở Quảng Ngãi.
Xã Miền Trung.
Miền Trung.
Miền Trung.
Ở ngoài đảo.
Đà Nẵng.
Ngoài xa.
Đà Nẵng. He's from Đà Nẵng. Wow, long way.
You how old are you? You bao nhiêu tuổi rồi?
51. Giống nhau.
No, 73.
What the?
73.
Really? Wow. Nhưng trẻ.
Trẻ không?
Yeah.
Mới 70 mấy tuổi mà trẻ gì nữa?
Có bạn gái? Có bạn gái không?
Vợ rồi, vợ.
Chưa?
Vợ rồi. Có vợ rồi gái nữa.
Vợ. Có vợ. Right. Nhưng không có bạn gái.
Không còn bạn gái nữa. Dạ rồi, bạn gái nó không treo.
Alright, so when you come to Vũng Tàu, you got to have your Banh Khot, and we've ordered 2 plates. This is the first one. This is that might be the order now. They've got a real setup at this little place here. It's quite a long venue, and he's obviously got a speaker and whatever, microphone and stuff like that. But this is the tap gum. This is the mix. So we've got squid and shrimp on this one, and a little bit of magic dust. So let me just and this schmozzle here, little bowl of nook chum, so usually fish sauce, might be something else in it. We've put a little bit of chili in it. Mel tells me that this is radish. I thought it was usually green papaya, but
Or
I
like
can't.
a turnip.
Yeah, I can't really taste it at the moment. And carrot, I guess, and we just use that to dip in there. Of course, as usual, mountain of herbs. You know, looks really good. Looks really fresh. All right, I might just use my fingers, I think, and I might just dunk in there. Let's give it a go. Very good. Crispy, spicy, and salty with that fish sauce. What I like about these ones is actually the thin little, what do you call them? Rice cake kind of thing. Quite nice, actually. I'm going to be able to smash this whole plate. Very good. And here's another one. Just going to dip that in there. There we go. Look at that. Nice and plump, that shrimp. But what I should do is get some of this lettuce, mint. This one here, that's the fishy leaf, that one. Bit of mint. That's mint. Any basil in here? Just going to rummage through here and see if I can find... Oh, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. And then maybe put... here's the other order. Beautiful. Going on. Yeah, non rat non. Yeah. And just sort of fold it up however you want. It's a bit of a shame to fold it up and crush the poor little squiddy, but you know, I'm just doing it for the camera. There we go. All right, you ready? Very good. Great with the chili as well. Nice amount of chili in there. Might be a bit hot for you, Mel. Very fresh, fragrant, tastes like the ocean with a little bit of heat just to fire you up. Very good. This is really good.
Is it hot?
Yeah, it's spicy.
Oh my God. Look at the wrap, it's so good. Yeah, I rarely see a Banh Khot that has the whole shrimp or the whole squid displayed.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Displayed for you to see.
Here we go. Here's the little princess.
Oh, ready for her photo.
There she is. She's on the red carpet already. Oh, here comes the car. Let's drive in, all right. Look at this.
I think that's Mr. Long, the owner. I think he must be Mr. Long.
He's up there, look. I've got fish sauce all over me. So Mel, what's the verdict?
It's good.
Yeah, it's good. It's a thumbs up.
Would you like some more?
It's a thumbs up for me. How much? I think we paid just $65,000 for 8 pieces. So what's that? $130,000 plus drinks if you want them. So pretty good value and top-notch quality Banh Khot. Bye-bye.